Man, I cut the stream off early so I could have time to do the video and do some other stuff, and I just got caught up in the market. And well, next week is going to be really crazy. So we are closing up. I was looking up USO, I was trying to, but the market is coming up from being down. We're still just under 500 points. And if you have been watching the videos the last couple weeks, I thought the market was going to gap down Monday. It didn't, and it looks like we are setting up for a situation like that again this week. But now I want to talk about recapping what happened this week, but then next week is honestly going to be really crazy. I've talked about it in the videos so far, but I want to make sure you guys are ready. You guys are aware of the stuff happening, but pretty much, this is one of the best learning opportunities. There's been a great opportunity to make money. I know even in the chat, in the stream, a lot of people were talking how they were up and down and this and that, but it has been wild swings, and the timing and options with this is so important. So honestly, the plays just keep racking up, both wins, losses, and I'm really excited to make all these videos for you guys. So be patient with me. We're gonna go over all of that. But if you guys are new to, subscribe to the channel, like this video. We have a lot of videos, so warning, 5 videos a day. Just be careful if you subscribe in that sense. But let's go over the basics today, and what makes the market really crazy is that a lot of good news came out. Essentially, I would say good news essentially, but the market didn't react at all. And it started with this morning. You know, we gapped down, which was very odd considering the last couple days it was more of a gap up and then sell off. Today we gapped down. Let me pull it up on a better chart for you. We gapped down, and there was actually positive news. There was positive news that China was going to cut back on the auto tariffs and that they were cooperating. That was literally, the market kind of reacted. That was it. And then I think it was somewhere around one of these lows, Donald Trump tweeted that the China trade deal could be coming soon. It was a lot of jawboning, and we talked about that. If you're not familiar, it's just, again, talking by politicians or heads of companies, whatever it may be, to bring the stock price up. But that didn't work. He tweeted out twice. There were spelling errors, and it was actually very fascinating. So we're coming here 2 minutes into close. I got all my positions ready. I think I'll tell you now that the market's closed. I am short coming into it. I'm just holding some bigger put positions. I have a few hedges, but mainly bearish. But what I'm even expecting, again, there was that bad news, and I'll tell you what, the market wasn't reacting to good news or jawboning, and this is leading me why I am bearish with this is simply because there's next week we have the 18th, 19th, the Fed meeting, and then there's also the vote for the government shutdown on Friday. So the thing I'm worried about, there's 2 things I'm worried about. One, I guess the black swan or the gray swan event I'm looking for is the Fed raising rates. I think they indeed could raise rates, and that could drop the market. However, on the other side, coming into these government shutdowns in the past, we've seen the markets run up. So that happened in February, and that's what I'm kind of worried of here, is if we see something similar occur where, you know, this is where the government shutdown was last time, the 22nd, or the 22nd or 23rd, and the market was at a high. You could see here the market was going up. So there's the close. We're going to see what happens, but I'm going to watch for that. But I think the Fed and the Fed and the government shutdown are pretty much the main things. There's also still the Brexit deal, oil, and all that stuff, which I'm watching, but this is going to be the main stuff. There has been more data of finally seeing more outflows on stocks. Finally, I made that video last week talking about how there's a lot of bearishness, but we're not seeing people sell, and we've actually now seen outflows from a lot of different ETFs. There's a lot of crazy movements even with gold right now, but next week, really, those 2 events are going to be your government shutdown and the rate hikes. I think it could go down coming into it, or really we might even level out and stay around these same levels or in this range. But then essentially what could occur is that it's going to we're gonna see this range, you know, we're gonna stay, we dropped to a new level now. We're gonna stay in this new level, kind of go up a little higher. And you know, I'm thinking about this because I'm like, I don't want to talk about this as if I'm predicting it or anything. I'm just saying what I'm kind of expecting. This is what I'm watching for. And if you guys haven't picked up by now, I have a few different scenarios I'm watching for based on what's going on. And from there, I'm making my decisions and I'm making contingency plans and I'm figuring out what my plan of action is going to be if one scenario happens. And it changes, but the thing is, you don't change your mind a lot. And I'm going to show that because somebody asked that. They're like, oh, it looks like you're trading a lot in and out. Not really. You know, most of what I'm doing is swing trading. But again, coming into this, so that disclaimer being said, I'm expecting the market to come down now. We've hit this kind of, we're near that other low we clipped. We closed right below it, but it's going to either hang out here and then depending on what happens at the Fed, it could go up, or we might just have some volatility, go a little lower. Fed happens, they don't raise, and the market pops up for a little bit and then comes into a red close on Friday, or even stays up and then it delays it again for one more week. But then at that point, it'll be Christmas, and then we have coming in after Christmas. So honestly, I think that actually might happen. We see this low here. So depending what happens Monday and Tuesday, it's very important for, you know, just the stock market, the health of it, if we're going to see any sort of correction. Because if Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, after that, you know, that's December 21st, then it's the 2nd, 23rd, and then there's Christmas. So we're going to come back, what, December 26th, 27th, market might do a few things, and then you got the New Year's, we come back on the 2nd or 3rd, or even the 4th, I think, I'm not sure. And then from there, you know, that's where the stuff comes in. So all the other news data and all that. So that's what I'm looking for. This next week is going to be very, very interesting. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be streaming next week. I'm going to be busy with the holidays. We're busy. I got to get stuff done. We got the pledge class. I have to liquidate all my holdings because the financial economy is collapsing, you know, stuff like that. But I'm kidding, by the way. So I'll try to post videos. I will post videos, so you guys will have that. So make sure you guys are subscribed, but I will keep you guys updated with this, especially over the weekend. I'm expecting a quiet news weekend, honestly, because it seems like they've been quiet this whole time. There's a lot of other pieces of news. I was going to make a video talking about some of the smaller pieces of news people aren't talking about, but again, this even relates all the way back to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, everything I was saying. Go watch my videos from and get to see how Monday happened, Tuesday, Wednesday. You get to see my predictions, the reactions, and all that. But coming into all of this now and seeing how it is, what is driving this and what has caused this market low, what has caused this to reach this level, it's the same news, you know, it's the same information, and hopefully you guys are seeing how it takes time for the market to digest information, and as new pieces come in and out. And that's something somebody asked, you know, how do you find and learn how to be selective and choose the proper pieces of news on what's important and not? This is how you get to see, and at the end of the day, you never know how the market's going to digest something, but it's through experience. And this is, that's why I'm saying the learning opportunity through watching everything that's gone on is experience of how you're seeing certain behaviors in the market and certain actions. And this is what selling looks like. You know, a lot of people haven't seen stuff like this, but this is what selling looks like. It is volatile. We are at higher prices with the S&P, but this is the process to liquidate. People are selling. There's foreign nations, foreign investments, and now it's getting to a point where, you know, people have their self-interest and they're trying to protect themselves and protect their investments. So it's interesting to watch this, but hopefully you guys have seen the timing, and that's why moving forward into this next week, moving forward into the new year, this is where we're going to have to, you know, decide on what's going to happen. So I'll leave it there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, let me know what your thoughts are. I'm going to make some more updates because this timeline and everything goes on, brings up a bunch of stuff. So let me hear your guys' thoughts. Let me know how you guys did. I know some of you bought calls and got crushed, puts, everything. Regardless of what happened, honestly, my best advice as a trader right now is telling you to stay in the game, and I know that is a double-edged sword. You know, I don't want to tell you that, and I don't want you to go get burned, and if you're on fucking tilt, that's the last thing we want. Paper trade always if you're down, and if you're down a lot of money, honestly, come talk to me. We could do a weekend stream for everybody down, everybody up, and we could talk about it, but these are the moments where you can't get discouraged, and you could even, I could even see it in the amount of views in the videos of how people are watching stuff and the activity. It's when markets are throwing people up. This is how it shakes you. If you stay in the game, you're gonna see opportunity. It's gonna find you there. I even hit one at the end. It's a cool Symantec. You'll see it on my Instagram, but that one, you know, and that one was one right there, and I was wrong on that too. So I have another video to make over the weekend, but you guys will see. Regardless, I love you all. Good luck. Have a happy weekend. Great week so far. Shout out to everybody who was in the stream all week. It was really fun again. If you haven't applied yet, get on that. I love you. Stay in school. Get ready to get Colty, baby. You're already in a Colt. The Colt is taking over the world. The stock market's crashing. We got all the gold. Okay, I'm done. Bye.